Strength doesn't come from what you can do, it comes from overcoming the things you once thought you couldn't. In the end, you'll know which people really love you. They are the ones who see you for who you are, and no matter what, always find a way to be at your side. Maybe you have to know the darkness before you can appreciate the light. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. Depression, so mysteriously painful and elusive, remains nearly incomprehensible to those who have not experienced it in its extreme moods. Although the blues, which people go through occasionally, are of such prevalence that they do give many individuals a hint of illness in its catastrophic form.
I have depression. For as long as I can remember, it's been a part of me, turning over and over again in bed, while some days you want to sleep till it feels better, and sometimes struggling hard to get out of bed more than others. It's just hard to move, to do anything, to feel anything. It's like the weight of the universe rests on your chest, refusing to get off. The desire is to simply sleep away life. You really do not have an appetite anymore because hunger is a feeling long gone for you. There is some sort of darkness surrounding you. You try to convince yourself that they are just a few bad days and not a bad life. You put on a mask and go through the day, hearing the words but rarely registering anything. You don't like being alone, but you don't want to drag anyone down, so you drag away yourself from everyone who cares. You try, but when the world moves too fast for you, it's hard to keep up with it. You just sit there, dealing with each and every raging emotion inside you, and just try to hold it all together, but you lose it every time. You are sorry that you are so complicated and mess up things every time. Things are happening around you, maybe even for good, but you just simply do not react. The more you think about it, the more you feel like crying. And then there you are, sad, lost, and empty. Sometimes you feel like there is no one around, not even your own self. Your heart is still beating and you are still breathing, but it feels like the life has been sucked out of you. You are nothing more than a character in a film going through emotions of life, but without believing in any of it. It's like you are in a prison and your own body is your cell. Everything has lost its meaning. It feels like the universe has got a personal vendetta against you and is doing all in its capacity to destroy you. Surrounded by your loved ones with eyes full of love, but sadly, yours are empty. You cannot put this dark world of yours into words. You wanted to talk about it, damn it. You wanted to scream. You wanted to yell. You wanted to shout about it. But all that you could do was whisper, I am fine. Emotions which burn inside you are catching up to you. Nobody understands how better it is to die than be through all this pain. You are tired of yelling, tired of feeling alone and worthless, but most of all, you are tired of feeling tired. And it is very easy to reach your breaking point. Sometimes you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but Every step just seems to push it further and further. You look in the mirror and see an ugly, worthless, and pathetic creature looking back at you. It feels like drowning, suffocating. Just because you are suffering from depression doesn't mean you are weak or unwilling to tackle a problem. You are just not ready to face the issue. It's like sitting in a pitch dark room and no matter where you turn, you can't see the exit. All efforts to climb back are going in vain, so you act recklessly now. You invite death to pull you out of all your miseries, but somehow it just doesn't work out for you. The only solution that you can see at that moment is the blade that you have hidden somewhere. Most of the times, it's just a lot easier not to let the world know what's wrong, but somehow every cut feels like another problem coming your way. You aren't scared of suicide, you're scared of what would happen if you failed. Your thoughts have killed you a lot more than your blades could. You just want to go far away. For some days, weeks, months, years, or maybe just forever, death seems to be a lot more inviting than life ever could be. Every day is just a nightmare progressing on. Every day is another prayer echoing from your bones to God that He takes you away now. Every day I close up a lot more. The demons are back and stronger than ever. They are looking to fight and win. This time you might just let them. They say, follow your heart. But if your heart is in a million pieces, which piece do you follow? Society has spoken. Nobody cares. He cries all alone. He bleeds all night. Yet no one is there. Not even a single person nice enough to care. He's tried his hardest. He can no longer bear. He sheds his last tear. He takes his last breath. Lights up a matchstick, and this guy, he just burns to death. It took me a long time to realize that I have depression and even longer to admit it. But right now, all I'm trying to do is hold on to that thin thread called hope. Eating disorders aren't phases. Suicide isn't a coward escape, and self-harm is not a cry for attention. Patients suffering from depression are in a longer state of sadness than normal. Treat depression as if it is a storm. Yes, it can get brutal and even scary, but if you just hang on and you keep fighting, the sunshine will come back. It always does.